Heyo, everybody. It is the King Kaneki back again. I wanted to take a quick second to go over the salvage shop and the cells within it. So I assume over time they're going to introduce all of these for all of the characters. But for now, we have the what does it look like? Three assault cells, two bulwark cells, and two regeneration cells. We've got Lightning God, Kisho Arima, Noro, Quick Revival, Ken Kaneki Centipede, um, Akira Amato, Father's Will, Toka Kirishima, Blazewing, Ken Kaneki Awaken, and Yoshimura Non-Killing Owl. So you can only acquire these by trading in modded cells. So you or mutated cells, sorry, is the term. Um, and you get 1,000 points per mutated cell and then 1,000 points per star on the mutated cell. So these are very expensive. Um, I don't anticipate that they're going to make these easy to obtain because they're quite strong, especially once we start getting to relevant characters. So out of this list right now, um, I would argue that only one of these is truly a relevant character, and a meta character right now, and that would be the Centipede. Lightning God and Father's Will are both on their way out slash waiting to be replaced. Lightning God loses really hard right now, but you can put Shu Tsukiyama, Mr. MM, as his assist and help, you know, elongate his life. Um, so if you main CCG, that's a really good idea. Same thing for Akinomato. She is 100% not what she was when she first came out. There's just far too much really going on that's outpaced what she's done. And then Noro, Toka Blazewing, Ken Kaneki Awaken. None of those have really ever been meta except for like when the game first started. And then Yoshimura non-killing owl is so with on so real quick, you know, veer off into a tangent. Non-killing owl has been on my list of fringe, not fringe, list of meta possible characters for Onteku since he's come out. Um, Everyone was like, no, he's terrible when he came out. And I was like, he actually looks really strong. And don't underestimate the power of boiling, with flaming blood. Um, and actually, like, I'm posting another video later on, this week showing how powerful flaming blood can be. Um, and after the star abilities, he's one of the big winners. Um, he's really one of the big winners out of that. So I'll also do another video covering all the star abilities where I talk about them and cover characters that I think won, lost, what have you. Probably make it a tier list type thing. But so Yoshimura non-killing owl, I he's kind of in the meta, kind of. Onteku is not really in the meta at the SSS tier. At D rank, like if you're facing, I'm facing you, you're D rank, I'm D rank. I think Onteku is still very strong. Below that, um, still very likely strong and can hold its own. Um, but once you push up into facing SSS metas, they lose out really, really hard because their star abilities are not near as strong. So, Yoshimura could jump in there. I didn't have him SSS until today once they introduced this and allowed you to select your character. Um, so I pushed him and Tatara up to SSS because I had a bunch of extra um, SS, what is it, SSR crystals. So anyway, back to these RC cells. So we'll go through, we'll look at what they are, and I'll give you my thoughts on them. So first, we start with one, like all the stats on these are actually really crazy. And it's a base of 8,000. And the standard for a 100 is 5,000. So that's already massive. Plus 6% buff. And then plus, where does it say it? Where does it say it? Is it here? Yeah, okay. When equipped to a strength character, attack related stats increase by 5% during battle. So you get 5% on a strength character, 6 more percent on a strength character, plus 8,000. Like these cells are actually better than auction cells. The problem is that they're very difficult to obtain. As you can see, even me, I only have 36,000. I could trade in more cells, but I'm using them. So, but anyway, so here, massive gain. The exclusive is when the battle starts, gains 5 stacks of thunder. And with each stack of thunder, you increase your max HP by 6%. So, um, I think that this is really strong. I don't think it's going to save him and allow him to be meta playable, but but it could be. Because one of the biggest difficulties, especially with RTA going from in the initial 4 cards to 3 cards, you get less thunder, and it takes you at least 2 full turns, or it's 2 full turns, 1 turn and what is it? You play 3 CCG cards, so no, it takes you 1 full turn each time to get thunder and reset it, and it just elongates. So it's just a terrible cycle. You need to play 3 CCG cards, not including him. I think what really could have helped to make him better is like not cap the thunder he gains, but cap the amount that actually attribute to him getting a boost. I think that would make him a lot more playable, but it is what it is. But that is really good. He can come out and slice someone down start of the game, which really makes him playable again. I do think it makes him playable. I don't know how playable, but I think it makes him quite playable. Then we go to Noro. This one's an Assault Cell too. He's 8,500. Wow. Sorry, 8,500 equipped to a speed character, and then plus 6 more percent, plus 5% for a speed character. Increased damage dealt to enemies with Blood Piercer by 20%, and when battle starts, inflict Blood Piercer to all enemies for 1 turn. I I don't think Noro is playable, but on a from a budget friendly standpoint, Noro is a great Augiri character. One, he's AoE, so if you have a high enough centipede, you're applying collapse to everybody. Um, Two, he has to be hit. Well, okay, has to be hit 4 times to die. He used to have to be hit 4 times. Now there's a lot of characters that deal extra damage past the initial damage. So like Ayato, Toka Blazewing, the Adoration that she applies also does that. Arima Dojimakai, same thing. But budget friendly, he's really easy to get to SSS. I think he's very useful. I wouldn't personally want this cell. I mean, I wouldn't not want it. I mean, freaking those stats are insane, but not my favorite. But I think it makes Noro playable and really impactful for those players that do need that. Centipede, massive winner here. So 7,500, same thing. Equipped to wit, 6%, so total of 11%. When dealing crit damage to the target, deal additional 10 damage equal to 10% of the skill's damage to other enemy characters. That's nuts. One, if your centipede is strong. Two, if you have the UR sphere. And then, like, it turns centipede into an AoE, which is nasty. Really, really nasty. That is an obvious, like, that's a huge, huge winner. Um, that is probably the strongest one by far. Um, so anybody that plays Centipede, if you want to save 50,000, guarantee get that cell. One, you're getting a massive bonus. You're getting a total of an 11% on your Centipede plus 7,500. Insane. And then you get that extra ability. Just absolutely insane. Now we're moving on to the Bulwark cells. 2 attack, 1 def, 1 HP. Not bad. And then I'm sure this is going to be increases death. Yeah, for a speed character. Um, when the battle starts, grant yourself disruption immunity effect for 1 turn. That's great in theory. Because all of the disruption immunity does not stop RC cell disruptions, which people still play a lot of. But it's really good if you happen to get missed by that, and then you can get that leg up on applying disruption. So that's powerful. It gives you 5,500 death as opposed to I think 3,500. Big increase. Also gives you attack, death, and HP. Good sell. I don't think that this makes her any better, to be honest. I mean, it's okay. It's really okay. This one is actually the next best one, I think. Funnily enough, because she's not really playable. But a Bulwark cell, double attack, HP def, 6,900 defense. That's really good. And for a strength character, huge. Because a lot of them are quite weak, so you can put it on whomever. When dealing damage to an enemy, inflict lethal on the target for 2 turns. Like, she's AoE and she has chase. So even if they cleanse and someone dies, she attacks again and applies it again. Like, I don't think this makes her meta playable, but I'll test it. Fuck it, I'll test it. I think it really could. I'm really interested. Um, so I'll see if I can cook up a team and throw that into RTA if I get that cell. If I get that cell. Like again, these are not easy to come by, but that one is really strong. Now we're on to the regeneration cells. 136,000 HP. That is insane. Plus 2 HP, plus 2 attack, and then plus 5% for speed. And then when your turn starts, if Frenzy is active, damage cannot be exceed 18% of your max HP for 1 turn. Actually, wow, that's a lot better than I thought it was for the turn, not for the attack. I think that could make him really playable. I do really think that could make him very playable. Um, because it depends on how it works. If it says damage cannot exceed, and then you take, say, like Ultra Suppress from Hayato, and it still deals that damage, not good. But if it's actually a hard lock at 18%, that's crazy. Actually crazy. So I'll give that one a I need to see how it works. So far we have Centipede in first, Blazewing in second, Lightning God in third. Um, Probably tied with Awaken if Awaken actually Awaken would move up to probably Blazewing level. So it's like Centipede, Blazewing, and Awaken together. Lightning God, um, Quick Revival, and then Father's Will. And then now we're on Yoshimura. All HP, 125,000 plus, 5% to the type matching bonus. Come on. And then each time you gain 2 stacks of accumulation, grant yourself Flaming Blood for 1 turn. If Flaming Blood is active, restore 15% of your lost HP. Could be good. Really could be good. Um, yeah, I mean, Flaming Blood is actually really cracked. But I just, I need him to actually work in a meta. I think he could work right now, but I'm not sold on it. But yeah, so that's all of what I think. Um, Let me know what you think. Hopefully this is fun. Oh, also, here's the big surprise at the end. I'm just gonna buy. Let's see what we get. All right. Oh, I have to go to my inventory to open it. Well, that's lame. Let's see what we get. You're shitting me. Oh my God. Wow. Well, well. How the turntables. How the turntables. And we are gonna star this baby up. Oh my God. That's it. That's insane. What do the star effects do? It's the same. It's actually the same. It is quite literally. Wow, that's actually freaking crazy though. Holy. Well, okay. Honestly, no matter what happens, um, I'll say it. Pull the randoms. Pull the randoms. They're cheaper. No matter how many you get, just sling them everywhere. The stats are insane. Like, wow, that's crazy. Like, he may have just jumped. Yeah, he just jumped way up on my CP list. Wait, no, not really. Oh, he really didn't. That's unfortunate. But, um, God, his attack, 5,600 base? The only one higher is Shachi. That's crazy. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. That's nuts. That's exciting. Well, yeah, no, yes, thanks. I'm gonna buy that for $50. No. Also to get these, I know limit crystals are not readily available to everybody. I mean, I even struggle to keep them, especially with how many characters they're releasing. Um, if you need mutations and mutators, promoters, this is the best place to go, 100%. Um, so yeah. Anyway, yeah. Uh, overall, I think they're all a win. I think they are all a win. Give it a shot. It's, I mean, they're better than auction cells now. Like they're just better. You can't beat it. So, well, let me know if you have any questions. Let me know your thoughts, everything below. I'll